Have you ever wondered what would happen if a whole village just ... forgot how to laugh? It sounds like something out of a fairy tale, right? But deep in a valley, nestled between towering, misty mountains, there was such a place. A village where the sound of laughter hadn't been heard for generations. It wasn't that they were sad, not exactly. Life just ... was. They worked, they ate, they slept. The days were a quiet, grey rhythm, one after another, without the bright spark of joy. The elders would tell stories, but not of heroes or adventures. They spoke of the great stillness, a time long ago when a mysterious sorrow washed over the valley like a thick fog. It wasn't a tragedy or a disaster, just a slow, creeping silence that settled in their hearts and erased the memory of laughter. Children were born into this quiet world. They learned to smile, a polite upturn of the lips, but the deep, belly-shaking glee that makes your eyes water was a foreign concept. They played games, but in near silence, their movements careful and subdued. The village was beautiful, with cobblestone streets and colourful flowers, but it felt like a painting without a soul. One day, a young girl named Elara was exploring the dusty attic of the oldest library. Tucked away in a forgotten chest, she found something peculiar, a small, intricately carved wooden box. It wasn't locked, but it seemed sealed by time itself. With a bit of effort, she pried it open. Inside, nestled on a velvet cushion, was a single, shimmering feather. It looked like a piece of captured sunlight, glowing with a soft, golden light. As Elara picked it up, a strange sensation tingled in her palm, a warmth that spread up her arm and made her feel bubbly. Without thinking, she tickled her own nose with the feather's soft tip. A strange noise escaped her lips. A sort of hiccup, then a puff of air. Ichu, no, that wasn't it. She tried again, tickling under her chin. A new sound rumbled in her chest, a funny, shaky gasp. Ha ha. It felt so bizarre, so uncontrollable. Her shoulders started shaking, and tears pricked her eyes, but not from sadness. It was a feeling so powerful and so new, it was overwhelming. She had discovered laughter. Elara ran out of the library, clutching the feather. She found her best friend Kale mending a fishing net. "Kale, look," she exclaimed, her voice still wobbly. Before he could ask what was happening, she darted forward and tickled him behind the ear with the magical feather. Kale jumped, startled, then his serious face crumpled, his mouth opened, and a loud, honking sound burst out. Honk. Art. The sound was so strange that Elara started laughing even harder. Soon they were both on the ground, clutching their stomachs, tears of pure joy streaming down their faces. Word, or rather sound, spread quickly. The strange, explosive noise drew villagers from their homes. They saw Elara and Kale, red-faced and gasping for air, and they were utterly bewildered. Elara, seeing their confusion, stood up and began to tickle everyone she could reach. One by one, the villagers succumbed. A stern-faced baker let out a deep, booming guffaw. The quiet librarian giggled like a babbling brook. The solemn mayor snorted and chortled. The great stillness was shattered by a symphony of laughter, a sound more beautiful than any music. The village was transformed. The feather wasn't magic in the way they thought. It didn't create laughter. It simply unlocked what was already there, buried deep inside them. The village learned to laugh again, and with it they rediscovered joy, connection, and the bright colors of life. The story of Elara and the golden feather became their new favorite tale, a reminder that sometimes the most precious things aren't lost, just forgotten, and all it takes is a little tickle to bring them back. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who makes you laugh. See you next time.